And here comes the finger pointing. The difference between Rothschilds and the Black Sun. Although there's Rothschilds in the Black Sun, and there's also Black Sun in the Rothschilds. President Trump on Tuesday said he may put a very powerful hold on funding to the World Horror Organization, correct term. And subsequently, since this piece he has, as he lashed out at the United Nations specialized agency and accused it of being very China-centric, whatever that means, amid the coronavirus pandemic. Reiterating his complaints from a tweet earlier in the day, the president said that the World Horror Organization has been wrong about a lot of things. I wish he would be that forthright with the people around him, particularly that son-in-law of his. Now, Trump has been critical of the World Horror Organization for opposing the travel restrictions from China and Europe, and they've been wrong about a lot of things, he said during a daily press briefing about the White House Coronavirus Task Force. And he repeated again, they seem to be very China-centric. And he added, we're going to put a hold on the money sent to the World Horror Organization, which subsequently did. Which is a good thing, because they're just a harvesting collection. In fact, we have previous evidence in previous shows that the World Horror Organization were, in some cases, the ones who initiated viruses. Oops. These next two pieces are indicative, where one group says one thing and the other group says another. The Attorney General William Barr late Wednesday suggested that the federal government in May should begin relaxing some of the, quote, draconian, unquote, social distancing restrictions imposed throughout the US. Oh my, their words give them away. Barr said in an interview with Fox News that the US had to be very careful to ensure some of the measures being adopted are fully justified. Oops. And there are not alternative ways of protecting the people amid the outbreak. And he says, I think you know when this period of time is at the end of April expires. Yes, we've heard that. We'll have more on that later. I think we will have to allow people to adapt more than we have, and not just tell people to go home and hide under the bed, but allow them to use other ways, social distancing and other means, to protect themselves, he said. A lot of interesting words in there. And then here comes melted candle face Nancy Pelosi. And she said that the House is unlikely to return to session later this month, giving her clearest indication, if she can be clear about anything, that Congress, like the rest of the country, could remain shuttered for weeks or even longer as the coronavirus crisis continues. Not really, it's winding down in every other country. And in a half-hour interview, Pelosi issued a stark warning to President Donald Trump, urging him not to prematurely rush to reopen major segments of the country before the coronavirus is under control, which she said could further send the US economy into a tailspin. No, it's you and your cohorts, Pelosi, that sent the economy into a tailspin with this fake virus. No, look, no one's saying there's no virus. There was a virus. We confirmed that in the show. But a lot of what is going on now is complete BS. Hospitals are empty. Man gets run over by car. Coronavirus. Man has heart attack. Coronavirus. That's what they're doing. Why? Because they don't want to go back to what was going on before the virus started, is what? where they're drastically running out of funds, drastically running out of programs to blame Russians and Ukrainians and all kinds of other things. And they want people to forget about Epstein, Nexium, and all the other child sex and trafficking that was being published everywhere. Hello, Prince Andrew. That's why. Like I said, it's never for one reason. These clowns have 3 or 4 reasons for every single event.